more than 2/3 is cotton and less than 1/3 is man-made fiber. A reason for that is also known because India is the largest producer of cotton, and our climate also suits for cotton clothes. But when we have to play a much bigger role in the international market, like you must have heard our minister saying that from a $43 billion which is expected this year export, which has happened this year, we need to reach 100 billion export target. That would be possible only if we have a larger share in man-made fiber, because the international market is dominated by man-made fiber. In fact, it is expected that in next 2 years, the man-made fiber would constitute nearly about 80% of the total textile trade. And the other, of course, is technical textile. Because in India, technical textile level of penetration is low. There is a lot of scope for more users of technical textile. There is a scope for import substitution. There is a scope for export. So that's why this man-made fiber and technical textile was chosen as far as PLI for textile was concerned. Here also we were choosy in the sense that the entire man-made fiber and technical textile segment was not open. We decided to have 40 top traded HS lines, HSN lines, where India's share is less than 5%. And then we included also fabrics. 14 top traded fabric lines were also taken, and 10 segments of technical textile was taken. We obtained the approval of the cabinet, and thereafter we issued the notification and the guidelines, and then we opened the window for application. The window for application was open for 2 months, from 1st January to 28th of February. And in response to that, we got 67 applications. As you are aware that our scheme is basically of scheme part 1 and scheme part 2. The scheme part 1 is where minimum investment required is 300 crore and minimum turnover required is 600 crore. Whereas the scheme part 2, the minimum investment required is 100 crore and the minimum turnover required is 200 crore. So under scheme 1 and scheme 2, we got altogether 67 applications. 15 applications were received under scheme part 1, and balance 52 applications were received under scheme part 2. Now we have thereafter all these applications have been examined on different parameters, and thereafter twice the selection committee meeting has taken place. The second technical selection committee took place only on 13th. Yesterday. Yeah, and out of 67 applications, we have approved 61 applications. There are 6 applications where there are a few small issues, so we have kept that on hold right now. But 61 applications we have approved, and intimations are being sent to these 61 players whose applications have been approved. Now these as per the projections made by these companies, they would be investing 19,077 crore. They would be generating a turnover of about 1,85,000 crore.
Sir, just a minute. You said 19,077 crores to be invested by these 61 applicants.
Yeah. 77 crores. 19077 crores. And the projected turnover for the notified lines will be, as per their projections, 184,917 crores.
So please repeat 18.
1,84,917 crore over a period of 5 years. And as per their projections, the employment generation would be 2,40,000.
2,40,000.
2,40,000. Now turnover, actual turnover would be more, but then they would not get incentive for the entire turnover. They have been allowed that even they can make non-notified products also, but for that non-notified products turnover would not be counted for the purpose of incentive outgo. We have got applications for apparel, we have got applications for fabrics, I mean man-made fiber apparel, man-made fiber fabrics, technical textile, as well as quite a few applications have come for the multiple segments. Like one would be doing more than maybe they would be doing MF fabrics also and technical textile also. A fairly good number of states have been covered actually. It's not that most of the applications have come from any particular region. We have states like covered are like Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, UP, West Bengal, Daman and Goa. So applications have been received from all over India, and we are pretty happy with the response we have received. And if you have any queries, you can ask.
The application size.
Out of these 61, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 applications.
They are from UP
Yeah.
and others also, so if you could give us some,
We can give this list.
No, you can give the list and.
पर आप टोटल नंबर बता दीजिए और दूसरा
नहीं, हमने जो 61 की लिस्ट है, we have the 61 list actually. There are name of the applicant, state, district, exact place, everything is there in one piece of paper, so we can give it to you.
Major applicants are the companies.
हाँ.
Would you like to name few companies?
हाँ सर प्लीज नेम द टॉप
major
3 states जहाँ से सबसे ज़्यादा applications हैं and the top 5 companies. It becomes easier for us to read it.
It states the number of applications.
देखिए वैसा है कि नंबर ऑफ जैसे पहले if I start Andhra Pradesh has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 applications.
Andhra Pradesh 7, Uttar Pradesh 8.
Uttar Pradesh has 8. If you go to let us say Gujarat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 applications from Gujarat. Also,
selected.
I can give you the list.
Selected.
Just selected. I'm talking of 61 which is selected.
Top 5 companies sir.
No, in terms of top 5 in the sense that in terms of investment or in terms of
Investment.
Part one, basically.
see the basically the companies which are in part 1, as I told you, part 1 means that minimum investment has to be 300 crores and minimum turnover has to be 600 crores for them to become eligible. And then you know every year they also have to give a turnover of 25%. So that is the scheme. Like first year someone invests, let's say, of 400 crores and get 800 crores of turnover or 700 crore turnover. He gets 15% of that in the first year. And thereafter, or maybe for the sake of calculations or simplification, I can tell you, suppose somebody invested 300 crore, he gets a turnover of 600 crores, that means he gets 90 crore in the very first year. And thereafter, next year, on the 600 crore base, he grows by 25%. That means 150 crores, on that 14% he will get. And the next year, similarly, he will keep getting it. So the companies which has come in the 13 companies which have been approved in the part 1, they are the ones who will be investing certainly more than 300 crores. They are, some of them are Trident Limited, Sahi Exports Private Limited, Sahi Exports, they are the largest exporter of textiles from India. They have a turnover of, they have export of about 8,000 crore.
Total 13 companies.
13 company, one or two more I can say like Pratibha Syntex Limited or MCPI Private Limited, Goa Glass Fiber Limited, they are Avail India Private Limited. So there are Hemant Singha, Singh Limited. So there are 13 companies which will be investing more than 1,300 crore. I just want to be there to tell you some.